This is going to be a first for us.
I used to not believe it until some very strange things happened to me aboard the ship. Whoa. He actually passed away on board the ship.
Oh.
Well, down here is one place, a lot of activity.
I began to hear very heavy footsteps.
And my heart's racing.
Mine is too.
So Shannon, we're in Bay City, Michigan, and this is going to be a first for us.
So I'm really excited for this one. It's the USS Edson. It's the destroyer. It's a naval battleship. So, of course, the first time we've ever been on anything like this. And from what I hear, it is incredibly active. So I'm really interested to see what kind of activity we can get from it.
And when we get there, I'm sure we'll get a lot more of the history, but from what I understand, it's a Vietnam War used ship. And the paranormal activity is supposed to be off the charts.
From what I hear, there's full body apparitions. There's a lot of whispering. You have sounds of gunshots. You have sounds of people actively running through the battleship as though they're on duty or maybe running through some drills. So quite a bit of activity that a lot of the volunteers have experienced that I think we need to go in and check out ourselves. Oh, wow. This thing is huge. I can't wait to get in there.
Yeah, my gosh. Why don't we have Ed meet with Bill, the tour guide, and you and I go in and explore and get familiar with the ship?
Yeah, sounds good.
Commissioned in 1958 and named after Major General Merritt Edson, the USS Edson was first deployed in 1967 off the coast of Vietnam. Later that year, she sustained damage during an enemy firefight. She quickly left for repairs in a cloud of artillery smoke. Thinking she was sunk, the Vietnamese were shocked to find her back in battle 6 weeks later and named her the Gray Ghost. Decommissioned in 1988, she served as a naval museum in New York through the tragedies of 9/11 and was used as a command center in the days that followed. She was towed to Michigan in 2013, where she currently rests as a naval museum and home to her many ghostly inhabitants.
So Bill, you're a long-term guy here watching over this, and let me just say, hey, thank you for your service to our country.
Absolutely,
first.
and I really appreciate your support because as a veteran, we definitely need some support.
So as far as activity under battle, what happened with this ship throughout its history?
The ship was in Vietnam. Most of her history is in Vietnam. It's a Vietnam era class destroyer, and she was there for 12 tours. It's a long, long time. So she rained holy hell out of these guns down on North Vietnamese. And that was her main job, was ground support for the troops that were inland.
So Bill, you're here all the time. Do you think that this is a haunted location?
Well, I got to tell you, Ed, that there's times when I used to not believe it until some very strange things happened to me aboard the ship, which I cannot explain. Is we have a resident ghost here, and we bump into him every now and then. He'll show up.
Tell me more about the history. Who do you think this is?
The resident ghost we have on board was an ex-caretaker of this ship in New York City for 13 years. And he loved the ship so much that he actually lived aboard the ship. And what we had found out is he actually passed away of a heart attack on board the ship. And it was in 1999. This guy's name is Paul. His last name is Spampanato. And he was, like I say, on the ship for 13 years.
Down here is one place, a lot of activity. The story goes that he got a Dear John letter, and so he went back in the hatch and went down there, and there's not a lot of air, and he just suffocated. So, yeah. And there's been a lot of activity through there too. And then we have had over here, we'd stand, and through that passageway, we've seen a shadow come all the way up and then go back twice.
My publisher asked me to do my 4th book about haunted places in Michigan. And so I made contact here, came out and met some very nice people a couple of years ago. But also I've had several experiences on board the ship myself. For me, it's been right where we're sitting is one of the hot spots. They call it the 9/11 room. And to my right behind me is the hatch that goes back to the bosun locker. The bosun's locker is where I've had a couple of good experiences. And the other was my first night on the ship, my wife was with me. And at about 10 minutes to 6 in the morning, we were alone on board. I began to hear very heavy footsteps on a metal floor. And it was loud enough and fast enough, like a fast walk, that I could hear it coming down the corridor. And so as it came right up to the doorway, I opened the door very quickly to tell everybody, quiet, and there was nobody there.
So one of the hot spots, and I think where we should start at, is down in the 9/11 area. There's been a lot of activity there. I'm going to take a millimeter. I'm going to have this for EVPs. And what are you going to bring?
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the spirit balls, because these are really good to like set off some motion. And then I'm also going to bring this new box. It's a static detector. So it's a new tool that was introduced at one of our last investigations. So I think it'll be really good for us to use here.
Recording USS Edson. We're going down to the 9/11 area. Did you just touch me?
Nope. Haven't been anywhere near.
Did I hit anything? Did I hit something back here?
I mean, you could have. There's a chain right up here.
It felt like somebody just put their hand right on my back and just like that.
It could be the chain.
I don't know. That was weird.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Oh,
that was right.
that was quick.
When we turned everything off.
Hi, do we have somebody down here? Can you make all the lights turn on? Make it go completely in circles. There you go. You're getting it. Let's go completely around.
That's
Perfect.
That's
Perfect.
directional.
You're almost there. Almost there. Oh,
That was all the way around.
yeah. That was pretty cool. Thank you. Is this Paul? That was pretty cool.
Are you okay with us being on the ship for 2 days? Is it all right that we're civilians and we're here? Can you try and light that up again? We want to get to know you. We want to know your stories. We want to know what happened in the commission of this ship.
I'm hearing movement.
Behind you?
Yeah.
Is it coming from down in the hatch?
No. I don't. I'm about to turn my flashlight on real quick. It sounded like it was coming from over there. And I'm feeling weird in here, but I don't know if it's because of the high energy that's coming from the hatch, or if it's just the room itself.
Paul, you were with this ship for 13 years. You devoted your life to taking care of it. Other people are taking care of it now, but you're not forgotten. Would you like to play a trick on us while we're here? We'd think that would be funny. We hear that you like to play jokes, pranks. We heard there were 250 people aboard this ship. That is some real crammed living.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was
outside the room.
Yeah,
that was the door behind me.
Should we open it?
No. Let's keep talking. You guys were crammed in here. Hard mattresses. Hot. Right next to each other. This must have been a weird feeling to be around all these dudes. What was this room used for?
I don't know about the original days, but after 9/11, all the radio towers were destroyed because they're on top of the World Trade Center. So they used the radio towers on this ship and made this kind of
Like a command center.
like a command center. And this was the room they operated out of.
Wow. Should we put one of the spirit balls in the middle of the floor? Or on the stairs?
Yeah, I can do that.
At the bottom of those stairs.
Yeah, at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
That's where it fell.
Yep. You got light enough?
Mm-hmm.
And then I got another idea because Sheena's not asking a lot of questions.
Right, I want to have her.
No, let's
Take some.
should we go lay on one of the bunks together?
You want to offer me up in a bunk?
Dang. I don't know.
I can go sit back there.
Go lay on a bunk, Sheena.
Okay.
You want to film that? I'll stay here.
I'm already hearing noises back there.
Shannon's going to go back there by herself. I know what it was like to be on a boat like this at sea for months and months.
How do they do this?
This is already good TV. Watching
Yeah.
her climb into a bunk.
I'm too tall for this.
She's back there by herself, guys.
Thank God I'm wearing
man.
stretch pants.
It's a lady, pretty lady above the, on the ship. I mean, why aren't you going over to say hello?
Thought that was Eddie.
Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Ed,
Yeah.
did you just click a light or something?
No lights. There was a really big sound in here. So I'm sitting tight and observing.
Like a light switch.
It was like a light switch flicked on. It was like something switched on.
Yeah, we heard that too.
Yep.
Can you imagine laying in here in the middle of the summer with no AC? Is there anybody that wants to come get in bed with me? It's not very often that you would end up with a female in your bed. You might as well take the opportunity now.
We're hearing some things, but it's kind of.
Yeah, it's really faint.
It's kind of subtle.
It's very subtle. I heard this click thing over here and over here. I heard the same things that you heard, like something turn on,
Yeah.
like it was a switch.
Now I turned all the lights off back there.
Yeah.
But it was after I did that.
Yeah, and the switch sounded like it was coming from over here. I don't think we're getting a whole lot of, I wouldn't mind moving, but. Okay. This is a tough one, Shannon, to get through.
Yeah, try crawling in and out of the cot.
You did great. I'll sit right here by the holes and put the cat ball right here.
Give me a cat ball, stick up top.
Here, I have one in my pocket.
So this is the very front of the ship. Very front of the ship.
All right, sailors, my name's Elijah. This is Ed. And that's Shannon. We're not here to try to kick you off this vessel. We're not here to harm you or fight you or anything like that. We're friendly. We just want to talk. We want to know your story. We want to know about this ship. We want to learn. What was this room we're sitting in? What was this used for? Come educate us. Got a little ball on the ground, a little dome-looking box here, and a little ball up there. Each one of those things are ways for us to communicate. If you come and touch them, they won't hurt you, it won't do anything to you. It'll just turn lights on so we can communicate to each other. Can you try to touch one of those for me so we can talk?
I'll make you a deal. You light those up, I'll spend more time down here with you. By myself.
I'm wondering if it's not more residual energy here.
I feel like it is.
And you know, the suggestion we got from our buddies was, you know,
Do
we
something
did a
to
fire
stir it
drill, a reenactment, and it stirred things up. I wonder if it's...
Those whistle things we've got, those other, I'd really like to do some of that. You
Well,
know?
but, and so what I'm saying is I wonder if that kicks up the residual energy, but it's residual.
Because it would be tied to an actual event.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that would maybe be the next thing.
Not having much luck and feeling exhausted from the drive in, we decide to pack it in and call it a night. Okay, Bill, start the investigation tonight. We really want to start off with kicking things up a little bit.
Okay.
So you think you could take me up to the PA system? We can try to play some...
Yeah, well, maybe run some drills that they would normally run on the ship. Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Right, we'll
Let's
do
get
so.
up there.
Okay, great.
Nasty.
Nasty. Nasty little bastards. Let's see. This open. Test. Can you hear that outside?
Start recording. Actually.
All right, my camera is set and live.
While setting up for this experiment, Shannon captured this EVP. Could this be the spirit of a past sailor?
There's also a general quarters.
So which one? Let's do a bosun whistle.
Yeah.
Bosun whistle.
Wilson's whistle, yeah.
As we're getting ready to play our first sound, Bill and I catch this EVP.
Electric wave flux. Electric wave flux. Electric wave flux. There you go.
There we go.
General quarters, all hands man your battle stations.
General quarters.
I think I just saw something moving through my camera.
Yeah, because here's the ones we just played.
Here's another one we should play.
There's a thing at the end of the day, and it's called sweepers. What it is for all the crew to clean the ship, and it usually happens about 3:30 every day. It's right here. It's called general military related. This is what it sounds like.
Sweepers, sweepers, man your brooms. Give the ship a clean sweep down, fore and aft. Sweep down all lower decks, ladder banks, and passageways. Sweeper.
Galliport, all hands man your battle station.
All right, regulators, mount up.
So whenever you guys started playing the command calls, like I wasn't getting anything. Nothing was happening. And I'm just sitting there, and it's like it's the first call that you guys did. I have the camera in the, what is it, the Peacoat room?
locker.
Okay. So I had it in there, and I have my little vision thing turned around so I can see. And I noticed something like white kind of walk by. And I'm like, did I just see that? So that's when I called on the walkie, and I was like, I think I just saw something walk through my camera. So
I don't remember hearing her say that to you.
Yeah.
I don't remember
You guys did?
Did you hear? No, we did not hear that.
Huh.
I was cut off from her.
Yeah.
I did not
We heard her say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was clear.
Well, I ended up, the more
That's
calls
crazy.
we did,
God, yes.
I started looking at the TV, and I can see movement through the TV.
So
Like,
the reflection on the screen, or
yeah,
Yeah.
like I could see like people walking by bunks,
Yeah.
peeking around the corner, and just kind of maneuvering around, and I'm like, okay, this is getting really weird.
it's a reflective surface.
Yeah, it was getting really weird.
Eddie, what happened for you?
Midway through the calls, well, right when you left,
I'm gonna walk
I heard
away
things
so-
like buttons. What's from the bunks and where I'm at? What's that called? That area?
The 901 room. Or 911.
No, 911 room, bunks, straight up past the bathroom.
bosun's locker.
The bosun's locker. You'd hear tsh, tsh, like that, like a switch,
Like a light switch.
like a light switch turning off or something like that. That would happen intermittently, and that was before we even started. And I radioed up and said, "Man, it sounds like some switches are being thrown." And you said, "Oh, that's really cool." That was when you still were down with me.
No, we didn't hear that either.
Yeah. Midway through, after multiple calls of, general quarters, in between one of those calls, I could hear two guys talking. I couldn't make out what they're saying, but they were talking for sure. Kind of a sentence here, a sentence there, and a mumbling and a mumbling.
As we were setting up for our next session, Edson volunteer Ann had an interesting experience. Okay, so you just ran down to cut the power and
get some water,
bottles.
yeah.
What happened on your way back?
Well, I got just up on deck, and I thought for sure Bill was standing here, and it was still standing there,
On the
looking out
outside.
at looking at the water, and I was coming up, probably about to the second door, and I says, "Well, you gonna help me with this stuff?" Joking, and he didn't say anything, and I always call him Karen, and I said, "Well, thanks a lot, Karen." And get up here. He was in here, they said.
All of us, we never left this room.
This is crazy.
Yeah, we were sitting here all this time, but she thought it was me, standing right outside
Seriously,
the door.
he was standing just like this, with his hands on the rail, just looking out. And he had a hat on, just like that. I could see the silhouette.
It wasn't me.
Wow. Okay, so Ann, you came up with this brilliant idea for us, right? To
I don't know how brilliant it is, but
sounds
you never
brilliant to
know.
me.
You never know.
So we're gonna try a cell phone experiment, and basically what you said is we'll take a cell phone. You and I are gonna go down near the bridge area where Shannon was seeing things in the TV and hearing things. Okay, so what do we say with the phone? So we have Shannon will call us, and we'll put this phone on speakerphone.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then
And just start asking questions, like you normally
Like
would, like last
conversation,
night.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but we'll leave the phone down there, and you and I will come back.
Yeah.
Right.
You could say that, Paul, the phone's for you, and then set it down.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Yeah, or for whoever would like to speak.
Yep. Or the captain or somebody or anybody, yeah.
Yeah. If
You never
anybody
know.
wants to speak through it.
Yeah.
So then we'll set a music box up down there. We'll set a REM pod up down there. And then we'll come back and listen through Shannon's phone on speaker and see what we hear.
There you go.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So Shannon, you have a walkie.
Yep.
And Ann and I will radio you once we're set and have you call us.
Sounds good.
Okay. What do you think? Any music box this way, maybe?
I almost brought mine.
Yeah. Shooting down the hall.
Paul, it's for you. You want it? Where you want this?
I'm just right there, maybe.
Paul, come get the phone.
Phone calls for you. We're out of here.
Can you guys hear everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Hey.
So that's basically a live mic down there.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Hello? Somebody gonna take my phone call?
Is there anybody down there?
Can somebody come to the phone?
Paul, could you answer the phone, please?
Let's just not say anything for a minute and see if something comes through. Man, my heart's racing.
Mine is too.
I don't know if it's anticipation.
This is a pretty cool setup.
That's the music box. Yep. There's somebody walking around down there.
How about you, Kim McMillan? That is feedback right there.
Mm-hmm.
Kim, are you down there?
Come on, there's a girlfriend that wants to talk to somebody.
Play the music box for us.
I don't know, somebody's girlfriend wants to talk to him. Come on, they want to hear you. They only got a few minutes to talk to you. You better get on.
Come on, a little closer, please.
They're boasting on this shit.
Frank.
I don't know. You'd have to look it up in the.
We got a Robert, too.
Robert.
Robert.
Bosun Frank. Bosun Frank, can you come forward?
We ended up getting a Tom.
It's gone silent, hasn't it?
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Just prop it off.
Could you get closer to that, please? It's not going to hurt you. Then you can go to the phone and answer it. Somebody's mother wants to. Somebody's mother wants to. Somebody's mother wants to talk
What
to
was
you.
that?
I don't know. I heard
that.
that was very weird.
It was like a shh.
Yeah.
Keep going, Ian.
Somebody's mom wants to talk to him. You got to come to that phone, please.
You're going to break her heart if you don't.
She needs to know that you are safe.
We would like to know if you are safe. Kind of sort of just died off.
It did kind of die out.
Mm-hmm.
That right after that, shh.
Yeah, it did.
It
Yeah,
kind of died, didn't
and
it?
I think we got shushed.
Mm-hmm.
Should we call it? Take a 10-15 minute break?
Yep.
Yeah.
I gotta clear that SD card out anyway. Okay, so we definitely caught EVPs. They didn't sound like they were interacting with us.
No.
No, it was a direct
They were
sentence,
having their own conversations.
not to our conversations.
Why don't we take Eddie down to the suicide hatch? We've tried talking to Paul. We've tried talking to sailors. We haven't really hit that one much yet.
I'll absolutely do that. I don't want to be totally alone, though, in case
No.
something's wrong. I want to be able to pound on something and somebody go, okay,
Well, yeah,
get
we'll
him out.
sit down there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let me run down, get stuff set. I will grab a blindfold.
Okay.
So we know TWC boys tried this going down in the hatch. Let's take it up a notch. Put a blindfold on you, earbuds in a recorder, and see what happens. And then we'll leave the static going down there.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Ready? Break.
I'm just letting you know. There you go.
All right. First, I want to get down there and get firm footing under me. And then I'll take the recorder and hook it on and all that stuff. All right. Oh. Wow. Okay, there's a beam I can walk down.
Tight squeeze.
Yeah. The recorder's working, that's for sure. Okay. Blindfolding up.
We'll probably leave that hatch open, huh?
There you go. Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, hold on one sec. Okay. Mr. Pline, I wanted to talk to you. This is a very uncomfortable place. The story is you did this on purpose.
That's what it's doing.
Over a broken heart. You closed this hatch and slowly suffocated. Did you mean to do that? Or was it an accident? That's the other story, is that it was an accident.
What was that?
I was just going to ask you, did you do that?
No.
And then when they came and found you the next day,
Wow.
I just heard a noise down here.
What kind of noise?
Tap.
Okay.
It also feels like I'm undulating all over the place. Like I'm moving up and down with the boat.
Okay.
And I guess I am. I'm sitting at the very bottom of the boat. I heard that.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I heard something get dragged. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah. Did you hear that, Ann?
What was that?
It sounded like something dragging or vibrating. What is that?
I don't know. I thought maybe that was you.
No.
Again. No?
That's the third time.
Okay, I can just hear these whimpering sounds.
We're hearing that like loud grumbling noise.
Yep.
Yep. Am I hearing you right now?
Are you hearing anything, Elijah?
Lots of clicks and pops.
We're getting some weird grumbling noises. Yeah,
Are you
no.
guys moving things?
Like that. No.
Okay, I'm hearing.
That.
That's a
That
really
right
weird
there.
sound.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
It's like something's being dragged.
There it is again.
Yep.
It's coming from this room.
What room?
The mechanic room.
What room?
Mechanical.
Uh-huh. There it is again.
It's very clear down here. It's like something's on wheels being rolled. You guys are hearing it up there, or is it down here?
I think it's in the mechanical room.
Here, you want a flashlight?
No,
You should put a light on.
I've got one. I'm not
Okay.
going in there. I'm just gonna.
Oh, okay. There it
There.
is again.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Is it coming from in there?
No.
I'm gonna be honest, it's starting to really creep me out.
Me too. This has got to be investigated, something. I wonder if it's in close to, let me see, where are you?
I'm right
Right
here.
there? I wonder if it's in that room.
It sounds like it's coming from over here.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to get out of here then.
Okay.
I gotta at least take my blindfold off. I want to make sure that I'm in a.
Yeah.
You guys, can you guys wait just another second, see if it happens again?
Okay.
I have an idea.
There it is.
There it is again. Look in this room here.
Where?
Come in here and then to the left.
Okay.
Go in there.
Be careful of the.
I'm gonna end recording. I'm gonna slowly come out of here, okay? Alright, that was weird. It sounded like dragging down there.
You hear it too?
And yes, but it didn't sound like growling. It
It does.
sounded like dragging. So
Right outside this door.
Is it?
It's right outside this door. Grab the camera.
Grab the camera.
It's literally right here.
Where does that door go?
Repair parts office and supply support center.
Yeah, it's a supply room, like,
So it leads to nowhere?
just in the,
It's definitely in here.
Okay, so let's open it.
Hold on a
Well,
second.
there's asbestos dangers everywhere.
oh, it's fine though. It should be. If you come out with glowing eyes.
bark?
No, it wasn't a bark, it was a drag. It was right on. Damn.
I'm gonna squeeze by
drag.
you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Drag
you're fine.
sound, right? That's what I was hearing. It wasn't growls or drag sound.
Bang on that door, see.
I'm gonna knock.
Whoa. Whoa.
Footsteps, clear footsteps.
Dude,
We should go outside and check up.
the
Because that's radio.
hair is standing up.
It was a clear response.
Mm-hmm.
Footsteps walking away. What's on the other side of this? Is it is the room?
I think it's just storage. Open it and find out.
It's locked.
Oh, is it? No, you just got to know. Be very careful though, in case there's something like an animal coming out.
Can you imagine?
scared to open this.
Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Oh my God.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Mother of Christ.
That's props
That's
for
props
haunt.
for the Halloween thing.
Yeah, haunt.
Well, that doesn't make the sounds any
No.
better.
Hand right there.
Oh,
There's no room for anything to move.
No, there's not.
This zombie guy.
Hey, let me shoot this. Or you shoot it. Pull it up here, show
this is
everybody
just too crazy.
show everybody what's going on.
Something definitely was in there though.
There's no way those footsteps walking away was from here.
There's no room.
There's
for
no
anything to
room
walk.
for anything to walk.
Maybe we should go up above.
What's up above it?
Outside.
The aft bow.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got this bulkhead, this fire thing, but there's no place to walk. You can't take 3 steps.
Yeah, I mean, it was clear, like, movement, like it was an empty room.
Mm-hmm.
That's phenomenal. Let's close it, back away, see what happens.
So let's think about it. Something was in there dragging something around.
Yeah.
I knocked on the door. It must have scared it back.
We sent the ladies upstairs to test whether those sounds could have been coming from outside and came to the conclusion that they did not. Ed and I continued to monitor the door for the next 30 minutes but heard no further sounds. We decided to pack it in for the night. The USS Edson was one of the biggest locations Apex has taken on. We had some amazing evidence, possibly from the spirits of past soldiers. We may have even encountered a soldier working in the back of the ship.
What is that?
One thing's for certain, the Edson has become one of our favorite locations, and we cannot wait to get back there again.
Fantastic!